Okay, perfect. Let's start in a seated meditation. So I had camp drop off this morning, which is why we're starting a little bit late. They were a little less efficient than normal, but the good news is we get to spend a little more time with our girl. And set up and take a couple minutes, or not even minutes, take a little bit of time just to get your seat grounded, kind of feel the support of your mat. Take a few deep breaths as you start to select whether you'll keep your eyes open or closed. And open eyes is fine to meditate with if you can stay focused. So the idea would be that you set a drishti where it is soft, unwavering, easy to maintain, not distracting. And then typically we do our meditation a little bit, we do it backwards actually. So generally the thought is that the yoga practice will move us and take out the fidgets and then allow us to be ready to be present in meditation. And we tend to start with it as a way of gaining presence and attention. So there may still be some fatigue in your body, a desire to fidget. And so I really want you to use the intention of how you create your pose so that you're doing it with some strength and you're adding some action. So pressing down in the seat, lifting up in the spine, drawing your shoulders back, lifting the crown of your head, and drawing your head back a little bit, creating length in the spine. And in this way, we're working the breath and the pose to create more awakening and presence for the practice. So then we can move into the practice already kind of landing in our space, landing in breath. A nice way to build connection is to walk your mind's eye through your body. And you have to be fairly systematic and rigorous with it or you'll get distracted. So start with your feet, taking time for each toe, the top and the bottom of the foot. And if, as you're going through in your mind's eye, these parts of the body, if there's a way to create more ease or space, do that. And from feet to ankles. And really putting all of your attention on the ankle, the place where the shin bone meets the foot. Then up the lower leg, the front, the back, the sides, bones to muscles, to skin. Kind of feeling the leg from the inside out. And the knees, the connection from the thigh to the calf. Creates articulation from that as we walk and move. So even though your mind is going to these parts of your body, you're not losing the integrity of the pose. You're still noticing your seat firmly rooted, back lengthening, arms drawing back, crown of the head lifting. There will be a tendency to want to drop the head, drop the shoulders, and you really want to keep the energy in them. up to the thigh. The strong muscles of the thigh, the quadriceps, the hamstrings, the sides of the thigh, the inner thigh, the bones, the femur bones. And then the hips, like right where the femur bone goes into the pelvis, the hips. And from the hips to the pelvis. And depending on your experience with the body, your knowledge of anatomy, you may really be visualizing, or you may just be seeing it as a hunk of tissue. Either way, there's the pelvis, right? You're grounded into the pelvis. Pelvis is the center of your body physically. And the torso, so the front and the back. There's a lot going on in the torso. You can notice the lower belly, the mid belly, the upper belly, where the ribs start to really support. You can visualize muscles and skin. You can visualize contents if that's what's there for you. I tend to really appreciate the muscles that support in the trunk, muscles that wrap around the front of the belly, the muscles in the back that lengthen and add space and support to the vertebra. And you get up to the upper part, there's the chest, completely encased, right, with the rib cage and the sternum. Protecting the delicate lungs and heart. Up through the clavicles, the neck, and the head. The head is the skull, facial muscles, the muscles on the back of the head. So let go of any tension you don't need, but add tension where you need it to lift. That there's relaxation in the muscles of the face. Notice your ears in space. Walk your attention down the arms, the upper arm including the shoulder, elbow, the lower arm, again, muscles, skin, bones, the wrists, like the ankle and part of the complex network of bones that articulate with tendon action and ligaments. And the hands. The hands are how we perceive the world by touch. incredibly sensitive nervous system, muscle, skin, bone that works through the hands. You give your attention to each finger and the thumbs. You can notice the energy in your hands, the warmth or the coolness, the space between your hands or what they're touching, the energy that you hold in your hands. And then take a deep breath and let it all out. Draw your hands to your chest. Thumbs to forehead. Namaste. Drop into child's pose and start to build a Ujjayi breath. I will ask for some indulgence of my cough, and I'm sorry. It's been weeks and weeks since my bronchi worked well. Yeah, Ujjayi breath, you're gonna build it. You're gonna build the breath, so you're gonna build the fire of the breath so that you can tap into the energy in the lower belly, the energy in your upper back. Eyes are open, wide open. Here in the child's pose, do a real quick inventory of your body. Notice what you feel. Where you may feel over-energized, under-energized, maybe tightness in certain places. Take one more breath. Empty it. You're gonna pull yourself up. You're gonna set your hands and go to plank. Look at where your feet landed. Make sure they're right out of your own hips. Make sure the ball ends of the feet are rooted and that your shoulders are lifting. Draw the lower belly up. There's a nice little drawing in of the scapula, the shoulder blade, so that your chest is neutral. You may need to pull the front ribs down toward the pelvis a bit and breathe, drishti down. One more. Empty it out. Lower all the way down to your mat. Take your forearms to the floor, just a cobra. It's a nice gentle back bend to let your shoulders wrap on your back. Breathe. Breathe out. Breathe in. Drop down, exhale. Down dog. Hopefully that plank poured in a little bit of energy into the core. Then we need to tap into that in your down dog. Core meaning all the connection really from your knees to your armpits, right? So quads, hamstrings, pelvic floor, low belly, upper back, mid back, low back. And in the low back, you're lifting from the front of the pelvis so the low back can extend a little bit. If you add pressing down and out with your feet, you'll notice the outer edges of your quads and of your glutes kind of turning on. That's great. And then from your hands rooted, shoulders will lift onto your back. And there might be some heat building in your arms, your shoulders, maybe your upper back. Wide open eyes at the center of your mat. And the center of your mat so that the head can stay neutral. I've noticed when we look back at our feet, we tuck our chin. And so I'm looking for neutral, looking for the head to drop, but not to be all crunchy in the chin. So we want the chin not to be touching your collarbones, right? We want the chin to be right where it should be, where the neck can be long. Breathe. And empty. Ragdoll, back or top of your mat, you choose. Do whatever makes your body feel good. So kind of go a little bit slow to get there. Your feet will go wide. And once you land, you're gonna decide what to do with your arms. You can take your hands behind you. You can wrap your legs. You can go arm over arm and sway. Loosen your jaw, especially if you tightened it up. Loosen it. Now with your eyes wide open and your head neutral, set your gaze. So likely be something you can come back to again and again and again. And I know some people like to close their eyes here. I'm asking you to open them. It's morning time. It's time to wake up. None of us worked the night shift. Drop your arms. Lengthen your spine. Heel toe the feet into hip width. Fold. Lengthen again. Press into your legs. Really spreading the upper back, and then fold in tightly. And then rise, extended mountain. And spend a second here, like really rooting into the feet. Pull your shoulders back, lift from the pelvis, and just get this length. There's a beautiful length to be had. When people say, how tall are you? I said, depends on how much yoga I do. I gain an inch the more yoga I do. So you probably lose an inch if you're not doing it. Exhale. One more reach up. And then fold over your legs. Lengthen your spine in. You're going to exhale to downward facing dog. So you'll either step or walk your hands to start feet, depending on what you chose. A full inhale. A full exhale. With intention, step your hands to your feet now at the top of the mat. Lengthen your spine and fold. Connect your movement to your breath. Inhale, extended mountain. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, low push up. Tapping into the memory that you did the very first class, up dog and down dog. The body will remember more than the mind. So let yourself be led by the intention that you're creating physically. Inhale. Exhale. Step forward. Gaze set, lengthen. Fold. Rise. Fold forward. Lift. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. In. Out. Step forward. Lengthen your spine. Fold. Rise. Fold forward. Lift. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. In. Empty it out. Step or jump. Lift and lengthen. Fold. Rise. Fold forward. Lift. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. In breath. You empty it out now all the way. And then step or jump. Lift and lengthen. Fold. All the way. Fold down. Half lift. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Inhale. Breathe it out. Step or jump. Lift and lengthen. Fold. Check your feet out. Make sure they're hip width. Make sure that your toes are spread. Sit in chair. Take a second here, right? Like take a second, feel the chair, play with how low or how high you lift. Like find that And you're lifting with your legs like pistons. So you're not like moving your torso up and down. You're lifting with your legs. Breathe in, fold. Half lift. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Downward dog. Warrior one, right foot. Breathe in, rise up. And take an extra breath or two here too to feel the feet, get it set in your body, create neuromuscular memory. Where can you add energy? Maybe your feet, right? Or can you subtract energy, your face, your throat? One more breath. Fold over your front leg, step back, chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Left foot. Couple extra breaths here too. On the next few sun salutations, we'll move with just a breath, but it's nice to create the muscle memory. Then your body will know exactly where to go, and all you have to do is breathe. Consider back foot, front of the pelvis, shoulders. Gaze forward. One more. Take it down. Upward dog. Downward dog. Big breath. Breathe it out. Step or jump forward. Lift and lengthen. Fold. Use one breath to chair. And then fold. Exhale. Lengthen your spine. In breath. Chaturanga. Out breath. Up dog. Down dog. Warrior one on the right. Chaturanga. Start to really, up dog, enjoy the flow you create with your breath. Down dog. Left foot. There's an incredible energy, chaturanga, that can be had when you create the flow with your breath. Up dog and down dog. So it doesn't matter if you're in a pose a little longer or if you skip the chaturanga, whatever. You want to stay with the breath. Let it move you. Breathe in and out. Step or jump, top of the mat, lengthen. Fold. Chair. And fold. Create that wave of breath. Lift and lengthen. Chaturanga. It's a long exhale. A longer inhale. And a long exhale. Warrior one, right? Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Left side. And low push-up. Up dog. Down dog. In. All the way out. You step or jump. Lift and lengthen. Fold. Chair. Fold. Lift. Chaturanga. Up. Down. Warrior one. Low push-up. Up dog. Down dog. Left side, warrior one. And low push-up. Up dog. Down dog. One more. Inhale. Empty it out. Step or jump. Lift and lengthen. Fold. Chair. Fold forward. Half lift. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Warrior one, right. Low push-up. Take your time. You use your breath. You create your flow. Up dog and down dog. Left side. Just create it with your breath, right? So if you need an extra breath to move, do that. And then chaturanga. We're all going the same place. Up dog and down dog. We'll meet in down dog and breathe. Take an out breath together. Right foot warrior one. Open to warrior two. And I'm looking for a creation of this pose and get into the neuromuscular energy here. So press into your feet, thighs into pelvis, like really be in creation. Spine long. Toes spread wide, arms reaching. Gaze straight or over your front hand. Be here. Press into your feet, especially the right foot, press down, pull your thigh out into the pelvis. Left foot presses in, squeeze, empty. No yogi left behind. Big reverse. And then take it down. One smooth motion, chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Go left side, warrior one. Open warrior two. Let's warm into this pose here. And that's really what it's about, is I'm asking you to kind of warm into it. And think about like in your body and space, like check in, where's my pelvis? How can I square it more? Press more into the feet to get there. Lift the front of the pelvis up. Try to stack the chest over, reach your arms. And I'm not asking it to look like anything. I'm asking you to action it in a way that creates some of that. There's nothing passive about warrior two. Big reverse. Nice. And then one sweeping motion, chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Soon as you land, lift your right leg up. Stay in the three-legged dog with the straight right leg first. And then bend your right knee. Go hip over hip. And keep the left foot as flat to the ground as you can get it at first. Stay there. Like, feel this energy. Squeeze your left quad. Lift the thigh bone into the pelvis. And get a big, big opening in the right leg, hip. And then come to the ball mound of your left foot and flip your dog if you wish. Or you can stay in that opening and then just change it up to where it feels good. Change how much energy you're putting in different places in your body. And breathe. Ujjayi. One more here. And we're going to meet up in side plank. So you're going to flip it over. You can go through plank or down dog. I prefer down dog, but your body may like something else. Side plank, right arm down. One more. Chaturanga. Up dog. And down dog. Left leg up. First three-legged dog. You're breathing right here. Toes pointing down. Heels reaching back. Right heel reaching to the floor. Ujjayi breath and drishti set the middle of your mat. And then open it up, hip over hip. And stay here in the right foot dropping, squeezing the thighs into the pelvis and then opening and opening. And if you wish, ball mound of your right foot and step it over into reverse foot dog. I was trying to call it reverse dog. I think it's, I don't know what this pose would be other than foot dog. And breathe. Stay with Ujjayi breath no matter what. We're going to meet up inside plank. You can go back through down dog. You can go through plank. I'm looking for a long line. I can see my shadow in my drishti point, and I'm looking for my hip to armpit to be longer, not lifted up. So taking the curve out of it, just getting long, squeezing and hugging so that that can be affected. Ease in the jaw. Drishti can go up. One more. Chaturanga. Upward dog. And downward dog. Right leg behind you. Squeeze the knee into your chest. Step it up gently into crescent lunge. Set your feet. Lengthen your spine and then twist to the right. Deep breath. Pour it out. Warrior two. Deep breath. Extended side angle. Hand to the outside of your front thigh or elbow to thigh. Deepen your breath. Stay in. Left foot is really rooting into the ground. Toes are widespread. One more here. And then take it down, low push up. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Left side, methodically. Left foot forward. Set it up immediately, get the length. And then the next step is twist. Looking for all this length in your spine. You're stabilizing your feet. Your tailbone's going back and then crown the head forward. And you just twist as much as you can. Inhale, empty, warrior two. Set it, extended side angle. Breathe. Action where you need it. Feet, pelvic floor, shoulders, jaw and face can be easy. Gaze up. Empty. One more. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Feet together. Bend your knees. Hop to the front. Crow. First crow. Draw your feet together. Lift up. 5, 4, 3, 2. And feet down, chair. And twist to the right. Ujjayi breath. Chair. Fold over your legs, crow. Feet together. Draw your knees up. And breathe. You can do a crow prep if crow's not in your practice today. 3, 2, and 1. Feet down, chair. Turn left. Center. Pose of the day, crow. Fold over your legs. Draw in. Deepen your breath. Gaze forward, front of your mat. Hold, 5, 4, 3, hold, 2, and 1. Sprint it out. Up dog. Down dog. Feet together. Spring forward. Take your feet out. Big toe pose. Lift and lengthen. And pull yourself in. Drop your head. Give it a sway. Choose to stay right here or walk your hands under your feet for gorilla for 3 deep breaths. One more for good measure. And empty. Heel to the feet back in and create length in your spine. Fold down. All the way up, big reach. Eagle pose, right side. Find your balance. Evolve in. Gaze forward, jaw loose, breath full. Extended mountain. Seamless transition, left side. Gaze stays forward. Extended mountain, right side. Extended mountain, left side. Extended mountain. Leave your left arm up, bring your right arm down. And this left arm is articulated right out of the shoulder and into your, kind of pulling into your left ear. Right leg comes up. You can choose a full extension. I'm gonna pull the right shoulder back, kind of draw the hips together. Take it out, the right leg goes out, the left hand goes out. Instant forgiveness if you fall out, right? All of my mistakes live on YouTube for a very long time, and I still have to make them. It's part of the process. Come to center. Send it back. Shoulders wrap on your back for airplane. So you're balancing, but you're also creating power and space, breath. So there's an uplift, but you're still drawing the ribs toward the pelvis. So you're stabilizing the core while you lift up in the chest. Fold into standing splits. Pause in this fold. And then open it up from the ground. You can use a block under your left hand, but spin open, nice and easy, methodical into half moon. If you want to bind it 2 or 3 more breaths, go ahead. And then the foot will come down, right foot down, rise up, extended mountain. This is your reset. Set your gaze, pull your shoulders back. Bring your left arm down to catch your left leg or foot. Keep the gaze forward. I have a tendency to drop, so I'm going to lift up out of my right hip. Take it out to the left. Arm reaches. You can shift your drishti or keep it forward. I want you to be stable, content. Awesome. Come to center. And it's into airplane. Shoulders wrap on your back to go. Oh, actually, yeah, that's right. I was confused. The standing split is next. Reach your arms up, reach your shoulders up, but draw the ribs toward the pelvis. Left hip is down, squaring your pelvis. And then gently fold over your right leg into standing split. And you can just stay here for a breath or two. It's really just to get a break. And then open up in half moon. So it's like active rest. I'm always asked which day I take off. And I'm like, I really don't, but there's several active recovery days built in. It's mostly because I reached an age where inactivity, makes it hard to walk. One more. And harder to sleep. Left foot down. Awesome. Get your strap if you have one. I just realized mine's not on my mat. And get a reach up first. And then you'll set yourself up for dancer. So you may have to check out your feet, make sure they're on the same plane, left to right, front to back. And open up in dancer. And go slow. So don't just pop into the biggest dancer you know. Press into your left leg, left foot, and open it. Set your gaze and breathe. Test it out. And then go as deep as you want. Knowing we'll have a second opportunity. And we're going to switch sides. So going gradual, systematic. Take your time, build it. And switch sides. Let your body be in creation. Keep your visual focus forward. Ease in the jaw. Fullest expression today. And switch sides. Fullest expression here. And release. Hands to chest. Can you tap into the energy in your feet? And then bring your right foot up for tree. Yogi's choice on arm position. If you would like to take your arms up, please do. One more full Ujjayi breath. And switch sides. Looking for alignment, foot to ankle, ankle to knee, knee to hip, rib to rib, shoulder to shoulder. Three more breaths. Last one. Foot down. Big reach out. And keep moving, fold forward. Lift and lengthen. Chaturanga. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Right foot to warrior one. Fullest expression of warrior one. Take an extra breath. If a back bend is here for you, root into your feet and go up and back. And then reset and go into warrior two. Work your way into triangle. Any way you want to go, Trikonasana. If you don't have a block, you want your hand on the outside of your front shin, really reaching the right hip back and under the left. If you have a block, use it. Pull both shoulders on your back. Real tendency, let the bottom shoulder roll in. Pull it back. And again, I'm working to keep that C out of my side. So when I see it in my shadow, I'm taking my right hip back more. My underarm forward. Trying to, so sometimes it means I have to move my block up. Trying to find that length. Wide-legged straddle fold. Just come up, turn your feet. Yogi's choice on arm variation, lengthen and fold. Just 2 or 3 breaths. With your shoulders integrate on your back, rise up. Turn your feet. Reverse namaste in your hands. Shoulders onto your back. Root down, lengthen, and fold. Let your feet feel rooted all the way into the pelvis. Drop your arms. Left hand comes to a block inside or outside of your foot, or the spider hand on the ground. Open up, twisting triangle. Long spine. Start to send the gaze up if you can. And take it down. Chaturanga. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Left side, it's warrior one. And the full expression, a breath and a half or so more to back bend. If it's there, if it's not, you just stay in warrior one. And then open into two. Reset. And into triangle. Don't be afraid to reset what you need to reset. Don't be afraid to move your feet or lengthen or shift so that you can find the space you need. Take your gaze up and breathe. One more. And you're going to turn your left foot in for a wide-legged straddle. You can do the same or different arm variation. Same 2 or 3 breaths. And come up. Rotate the feet. Get the pelvis square. Reverse namaste in your hands. Open the chest. Fold over your front leg. And drop your hands. Right hand now to a block. You can choose inside or outside of your left foot. My mobility requires inside. Sometimes inside is a nice stepping stone, but you do you. Make sure both feet stay rooted. The torso stays long and open. One more here. And both hands down, chaturanga. Up dog. Chaturanga. Plank. Down dog. Inhale to high plank. Lower down, 5, 4, 3, 2. Right ear on the floor. Left ear on the floor. Center your chin, lift the front of the pelvis, flex your feet, open up in locust. Full expression of this locust here. And then exhale straight down. And go back up. Bend your right leg, do a half bow. So the right leg is bent, left leg is reaching, flex foot. One more. Switch it, left leg. One more. And down. Floor bow, go up. Breathe in and down. Floor bow, go up. One more. And down. Up dog. Shoulders wrap onto your back. Root down your feet. Go up. Breathe. See if you get more length in your side bodies by pressing more in the toes. Down dog. Camel. The knees come down. Take some time in your setup. From the pelvis down, root. Shoulders integrate, wrap onto your back. You start at your glutes. You can walk your hands down your thighs. Keep head and neck integrated. You go to your feet if it's not too much pull. Let your head drop back. And come up. How about a drink of water? This may be a self-serving water break, but I appreciate having one with you. After you've had an opportunity to get your beverage, have a seat, deepen your breath, lengthen your spine, and gaze set forward. Almost. Alex, I love that you know the sequence. Alex really only started doing yoga with us here online. So it's pretty fun to watch her evolution. And then come up and let's go camel number 2. Ujjayi breath. And release. You could just turn over your feet and go to bridge. I may not be able to do these lie on your back poses. I'll try, but sometimes the cough gets way worse. So I'll be observing, okay? But go ahead and come to your back for bridge. In bridge, I really want it to be about your integration from your feet to your thighs, so much more than the back bend. So start there, lift the front of the pelvis. You're getting long in your spine. And then sometimes with the wrapping of your arms underneath of you, you can root more into the feet, squeeze the glutes, and go up a little higher. And that's what we're after. From the integrated feet up to the pelvis. Ujjayi breath, gazes up. If it's too bright for you to look up, then you can gently close your eyes, but stay active in the gaze. Try not to get sleepy. And then drop it down, exhale. Go back up. Now this is where you add your arms. If you're doing wheel, you want to go up. Gently tuck your chin and come down. Breathe in. Go up. Gently tuck your chin, come down. Breathing. And out, go up. And come down. Go up. Turn bridge or wheel. You're using your breath. Building the pose from the earth up. Come down. Go up. Come down. And go up. And come down. Soles of your feet together, knees out. Now you can shut your eyes. Then draw your knees into your chest and transition into happy baby. So you want to pull your knees in, then grab onto your feet or your big toes and draw your legs down to either side of your body. Creating space in the hips, the pelvis, the low back. Take one more breath in this deep, happy baby. And extend your legs up for stability. Now place your hands behind your head, flex your feet. And then inhale. And when you exhale, draw the ribs toward the pelvis, curl up. Lower the right leg. And then pulse 10, 9, 8. I'm not going to count because it's too hard for my cough. Switch. We're going to switch and do 5. Switch. Switch, 5. Switch, 5. Twos, 1, 2, switch, 1, 2, switch, 1, 2, switch, 1, 2. Legs up, hands underneath the low back, lower your legs 1/3 of the way. 2/3. Hover, you're gonna look up, hold and breathe. Legs up, head down, lower 1/3. 2. Hover, chin to chest. Legs up, bend your knees, abdominal twist for 25. You count. Boat Navasana. Just come on up. Let the abs work. Create integration. Breathe in and out. In and out. Rock and roll. Downward facing dog. Straight into half pigeon, right leg forward. I want you to land. These aren't going to be incredibly long half pigeons. So land in.
Now I've heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for music too.
Let's go one more breath. In. Expel.
Like this, the fourth, the fifth,
Gently switch
the
sides.
minor fall and the major lift, the baffled king composing hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Thanks to animated films, this is only an elephant singing the song. It's Mina's song.
You say I took the name in vain. I don't even know the name, but if I did, well, really, what's it to you?
3 more breaths.
There's a blaze of light in every word. It doesn't matter what you heard. The holy or the broken, hallelujah.
Transition to double pigeon.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Gently switch to the other side.
It wasn't much I couldn't feel, so I tried to touch. I've told the truth, I didn't come to fool you. And even though it all went wrong, I'll stand before the Lord of song with nothing on my tongue but hallelujah.
Go to frog. Count your breaths, 10 more.
Been traveling these wide roads for so long. My heart's been far from you, 10,000 miles gone. Oh, I wanna come near and give you every part of me.
At the end of your 10th breath, you'll gently come out. Take your time though. If it's not time yet, take your time.
In my darkness, I remember Mama's words when you occurred to me.
You can come to your seat. Bring your right foot into your left leg. Big stretch up and then fold over your left leg.
Take me to your river.
Spend a little time here and allow for the release in your low back and the hip flexors and the hamstring.
Take me to your river. I wanna know.
You'll very gently come up and switch sides.
Dip me in your smooth waters. I go in as a man with many crimes. Come up for air as my sins flow down the Jordan. Oh, I wanna come here and give you every part of me. But there's blood on my hands.
Both legs.
My lips are unclean. Take me to your river. I wanna go.
Stay with your breath. You're going to come up, take your hands behind you, And go into reverse tabletop. Let your head and neck drop back. And gently come down. Choose your favorite inversion. I'm going to do a headstand. If you want to do shoulder stand or a waterfall, you can do that. But come right in. Let's go 10 breaths in an active inversion. If you're in waterfall, you'll just stay. But if it's head or shoulder stand or handstand, going for 10 breaths.
Ooh, oh, oh, take me to your river. I wanna go. Lord, please let me know. Take me to your river. I wanna know.
For me, the last three. If you're in shoulder stand, you'll go to plow and air pressure pose. At the end of a headstand, a couple breaths in child's pose.
Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try.
We're going to meet on our back.
No hell below us. And above us is only
Bring your knees
sky.
into your chest.
Imagine all the people
Do a yogi twist.
for today.
You can have a straight or a bent left leg as you take your right knee over.
You may say that I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday
Switch sides.
you'll join us, and the world will live as one. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for. No religion too.
And come to center. Bring your feet together. Let your knees fly out like in butterfly.
Living life for peace.
Start to free your breath up.
You.
If you didn't do waterfall as your inversion, you can do that now for about 60 seconds and I'll let you know. If you've already done it, feel free to go straight into Shavasana. I like a little waterfall before Shavasana. It helps me really ground into the pelvis a little bit more, and it makes the Shavasana feel that much more luxurious.
Imagine no possessions.
Let your eyes close.
I wonder if you can.
Let your arms drop.
No need
Your chest and your belly.
or hunger.
And the pelvis.
A brotherhood of man.
Any tension left in the jaw, the mouth, the throat, the face, let go.
Imagine all the people sharing all the world. You, and you may say that I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one.
If you're in waterfall, go ahead and make your transition into Shavasana. An opportunity to fall deeper in. Complete rest. Gently roll to your side. And come to seated. Hands to chest. Thumbs to forehead. Namaste. Thank you. Let me turn off our recording real quick.